Oh, greetings. This is Universal Studios. The date is, I'm not sure. Oh, March 2019. Yeah, I think it's the 30th or 29th, whatever Saturday is. If I know. Alright, here are greetings to those that are moving to the higher dimensions, that are not going to have a future incarnation on this world. This is your message to you as we transition. As humans here learn their missions for other realities, other worlds. They're getting their orders here, you can say. They're gathering information. Oh, got distracted, sorry. So this is obviously not for everybody. Yeah, I just shut the thing off too. Hopefully that recorded. Alright, take whatever. Alright, take two. Alright, I think I just shut the camera off. No surprise there. So yeah, this is for those that are not going to have a future incarnation here. Basically, you're getting information and basically not coming back to this world. Obviously, for many. Been there, done that. For those that are new to all of this, many that are ascending, meaning not coming back here, basically. So this third dimension reality, sharing their messages, their information for humanity, and then hitting the road whenever the time that comes. Bringing information, kind of like, I'm going to say it, the Matrix. Through information of that, telekinesis abilities, be able to bend spoons, bend reality, open up portals, open up vibrations. The reason I use that term because people know what the hell I'm talking about. That's why I bring it up. If you say anything else, nobody's like, no, I'm not talking about. So it's a key word that sometimes you just got to do it. And until I can come up with something better, so far, that ain't happening. Notice also magic here with Harry Potter. Of course, you have other stuff that's here. Harry Potter and other Disney. The whole marketing thing is magic, mind control magic, but magic, mind control here too. But yeah, Harry Potter is more for the younger generations of wizards. And for the old people, it's Merlin and a bunch of other wizards that nobody remembers because they've all been erased from history. So we're going to go to wizard energies, birth and vibrations. Had Anunnaki visitation last night. For better or for worse, I'm kind of knocked out today. So either way, that's all I got. I can't think of anything else. All right, live on, prosper, and here we go. Brought to you by Fifth Dimension, 6th Dimension, 12th Dimension, and Progress Blessing. Greetings, this is Agent M with MIB Black. Greetings to you. This has been some time for you. Yes, loves and kisses. Noogies and all. Ever get pants in space? I have. Yes, and don't let looks deceive you. Just because we are of MIB energy does not mean that we are not friendly. Yes, we might be discriminated on. You're surprised how helpful we can be when we feel like it. Can't interfere with human society, as you know. Humanity has to change itself. We are to help it evolve if it wishes to. Most humanity, yes, has their head in the sand for good reason. Yes, it is. Your Agarthian energies are getting stronger. Humanity is shifting out of third dimension slowly. And yes, you're feeling the puberty energies of a transition, and it's a bitch, isn't it? It's going to be. This transition's not going to be easy for many of you. Those that really want to make a shift. Others are taking it easy, living the leisure life, which is fine too. It's just going to take a little bit longer for them, yes. Though in the comfort zones, but realize many of you are taking the hard road, are actually opening up. I mean, your energies actually intensify, where you can assist others in a more dramatic way. Over time, some of you are ahead of your time. Ahead of your time, that is where it makes life a little bit more difficult. Patience, meaning that your messages might not blend in with society right now. The next 10, 20 years, that'll be a different story. As basically humanity opens up portal vibrations within their own energies and go into other dimensions, instead of getting in your car and driving around look like a lunatic. To realize there is a shift on its way. But yes, a slow one. Basically, going into other dimensions, connected to other realities is going to be part of your normal collective energy, meaning that's what you'll be talking about. And even moving to different dimensions, coming in and going out without a problem. That will be your conversation piece. Go into another reality, come back with extra information. And right now, there's many blockages, as you can see. Because life's a bitch, that's why. It's a slow growth. It's basically like a flower that wants to bloom, but it might take 10 or 20 years for it to fully go into full-fledged energy form, because the world, as you can see, is holding back. The world is, yes, a conflicted place. It is an energy vortex that has been lost. Yes, they're connected to other parallel worlds, but it's fascinating. As you dive into those other realities, it will open yourself up a little bit quicker. Feel that diamond within yourself open up more. Crystalline energies that you have not seen before, ever thought ever existed, will increase. MIB energies. Realize we have different connections with our world, as we are, yes, seen as fiction for the better. But we do, yes, keep your world hidden from the alien vibrations. More than you might realize. Yes, it is a heavy task. More than you, yes. Many are perceiving it, have difficulties reading into those energies for obvious reasons. Many souls would rather gather information but not really experience it. It's like reading a book, not wanting to experience what's in the book. Many of you are experiencing the book, and it's not as easy as you might think. It kind of sucks. But you need to be read about, talked about after you're long gone, and leave a heavy impression. That's kind of the idea. Because many of you are ahead of your time, and you already know this. And maybe you don't know this. Who really cares? It doesn't really matter in the long run. But realize when you're talking and nobody's listening, that's only for a short time period. Leave your information, jot it down, put it somewhere for others to find over time, on your internet, wherever it might be. Soon your internet would be blasted with all this, and they don't know what to do with it. They'll censor it, they'll do everything they can, because that's what the child world will do, to block you from your ascension. You will proceed and survive. Basically right now, it's so over people's heads right now, you have nothing to worry about. Yo, wow, last. But basically connecting to other parallel realities and becoming part of your norm, as you'll be shifting to different dimensions about 5-10 times a day. So you are here, and this place is a portal reality connected to parallel worlds. It is right in front of you. This is the third dimensional version of it. Children, kids, adults, cats, dogs, hermits, insects, cows, chickens. I'm talking about the chicken people. I'm not calling people chickens. And you know who you are. Those that don't like eating chicken are probably chickens in their past life. And there's nothing wrong with that. Why would you want to eat your own species? Then again, some actually enjoy it for various reasons. See, I told you not to go to that world. but some have difficulties digesting this information. Others, because it's maybe a little bit heavier than what people, well, it's not what people want to hear, basically. You want it to kiss your ass, call it a day. Can't always do that. Somebody has to like bring it to the next direction. Your life. You want to ascend. Ascension isn't as easy as it might seem. As your mind expands, so will your soul. Yes, keep diving in. Connected to MIB energies is excellent. There's some more details of our existence. But right now, that's all we got. Check you out later. Greetings, we are the Gargoyles and the snake people. We are very much similar. Our connection with your planet is simple. You see your Hillary Clinton, you see your politicians are very obstructing their mind control. As your gargoyles play actually a strong role in your society, not seen, not mentioned. With your politics, you'd be surprised how much the dark forces do operate. Now there's different ways of looking at it. Not all gargoyles are that type of manipulation. But for Hillary's case, realize beings come here to do what they do, to also shed their energies. It's like, yes, you might be a dark energy, but you're there to learn from it. Not just to detest it, hate it, whatever it might be. There's much to learn. There's much more that goes into it. It is a complicated spirit energy, but she is one of us. Not to say we're always proud of what we're connecting to, but it doesn't really matter when it comes in the long run. It's part of the experience, and the experience is very difficult, as you can see. However, you do shift out of this reality. You see your politicians, even your people, shift in looks and feelings, and you just see them a lot differently. It has not happened quite yet, but it will over time. This is why the dimensions haven't quite opened up quite yet. You have not been told of how it really operates. Of course, you'll figure it out on your own behalf. And basically, your people will shift out of. Basically, your people will not look like people. They'll look like other energies. Some will be cat people. Others will be different vibrations of bird. Carrying energies are very strong on your planet. You see a bird everywhere, don't you? Well, they feel like they own this place for the most part, but not entirely. There are archon energies that give them different energies and even inspire a lot of the wizardry on your planet. Wizards have been outcast on your world. There's more to divulge into that. One moment. As you share your blissful energies, more will be understood. Time is the moment. And Anunnaki have also basically blended in with all the elemental energies. And then for better or for worse, because some really got toxified in their mental state and became very difficult to deal with. So basically, to give you another understanding of it, when an alien connects to a gargoyle or a fairy being or an elf on your planet, an alien interacts with it and adds their DNA or shifts DNAs, whatever it might be. The alien can become erratic, become toxic. Of course, the being that they interfered with can also So then you have two beings that are really kind of disgusted with each other, but not always the case. Some can actually grow among each other. Changing DNA, shifting, exchanging of DNA is almost like getting married. No, it sounds weird, but it is very similar to that.
No way, bro.
It's like if you give a kidney to somebody, you feel like you're connected to them, right? Same shit, basically. So, yes, you don't have a ceremony or any of that nonsense, but you can. You have many gargoyles get married, but some do. Some are very beautiful gargoyle energies that are in human form. And you might see if some do look kind of scary on your planet, but they're still beautiful in our minds. You might not see that same way, but some females that are very powerful in their mental state, very mind controlling, are gargoyle beings. That's why we mentioned the Hillary Clinton, to give you kind of an idea. It's not Hillary Clinton bashing or anything like that, just to give you a sample, an understanding of where we're coming from. There's energies to connect with, of course. The gargoyles are not the easiest ones to connect with. We don't usually show up, but we feel it's necessary. We do interfere with aliens, tall blondes, so they're not to be seen on your reality. Some of them have been they've crossed the lines. Of course, elemental beings have also, to a certain degree. This is why some women fall in love constantly, because there's a lot of fairies around them and they just want to love everybody. As the fairies love everybody, especially those guys that are kind of bad dudes, that are kind of rough around the edges. Fairies love those guys. Can't get enough of it. The more dangerous, the better. Doesn't that make sense? It's like, yeah, he might be a piece of shit, but I love him anyway. That's your typical fairy. Not all, but there's a good amount of them. Well, because they come with this beauty within themselves, outside and inside, but they like that danger side of themselves too. That's why the Little Mermaid makes a lot of sense. You know, agree with her or not, a Little Mermaid giving away her voice to be with a guy isn't all that far-fetched. Many don't agree with it, but she can give away a hell of a lot more. Not to go into full details of that, you don't necessarily need to go into that, but let your imagination flow. She can have her arm cut off, hand cut off, whatever it might be, to be with some handsome double she might like for a couple of days and then get bored of them and move on. Not to say I'll go to that extent, but I guess you got the idea. Sacrifice is big when the fire, you see, it's the chase, it's the excitement of the relationship, and you do realize it's going to die out over time, but they don't care. So there's a lot of forces here. Some might not hear what they want to hear, or feel like this galactic showdown or kiss of enlightenment. They feel like life-changing energies. That is up to the soul itself. See, souls, I think they're not growing or not getting enough education, have not really opened themselves up to the knowledge that's around them. Oh, I need more of this, I need more of that. But what about what's already around you? Have you noticed that recently? It takes, just slow down, as I mentioned, blessings.